I'm a proud Texan.
That's exactly what Don't Mess with Texas means.
Get your litter-free state of mind today and don't mess with Texas. A message from TxDOT.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Presented by Central National Bank on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's show is broadcast live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue and brought to you by Central National Bank. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. HEB, the official grocer of Baylor Athletics, proudly serving Texans since 1905. Rudy's Barbecue, the home.
Hi and welcome live from Rudy's on the Circle in Waco. Welcome into the Baylor Coaches Show presented by Central National Bank. Fun night this evening. Join me in welcoming our first guest tonight, Baylor men's golf coach Mike McGraw. Mike, welcome to you.
Thank you, John. Great
Glad
to be
you're here.
Always good to be here.
Always.
We had some weather in the 80s last week. We had 8 qualifying rounds for this first tournament, didn't miss a one.
Wow.
So it's probably some of the best weather.
About,
I spent 53 years in Oklahoma. We never had a winter this good, I can
Right,
say.
that's true.
So.
Oklahoma sometimes gets the worst of the worst.
Tomorrow for our first tournament, and we've just had probably the best prep of a season I've had in years. I can't remember one better, where the guys had actually done work over the break, but we've seen some progress there, and then have just done an amazing job in practices. We've kind of challenged them a little bit where, I was talking.
Coach Ryan Murphy is
We
new
have
to the
two.
program.
Jeremy Alcorn is
Right.
the former Baylor Golf All-American who's been with me 2 years now, but Ryan Murphy has been added to the staff, and he's just had some great golf minds around through just about every single thing you could imagine. Yeah.
Kind of leads you to say that.
Well, he does the best job of taking the emotion out of all decisions that we make as coaches, as players, teaching him that. And he's already completely dissected every yardage book we have for those two courses and handicapped them and got us in a great mindset, I think, to go out and have 2 great practice rounds. He's taught and coached a bunch of really great players. I think, and Jeremy works well together with him. Yeah. And Jeremy was very much, he was there 16 years and coached as an assistant coach there and the women's head coach for 10 years. But he coached Jordan Spieth. He recruited Scotty Scheffler. He was on time. J.P. Hebert was the assistant coach, and his first time he ever coached, took the reins. He won the national championship.
Wow.
So Ryan's a really good guy.
That's true. Yeah.
He loves every aspect of this university. Yeah. Going to a Christmas party with his daughter and his wife. That was
Springs. And what's the no issues with the weather out there, or not the fires either, right?
No, the weather's going to be 75 and sunny every day. You'll want to drive the ball straight. You can find the desert pretty easy if you're not careful, but really good challenge to golf.
You say your guys did a good job over the break doing things that you
Their attention to details, working on your body a lot more, and Izzy, our strength trainer and PT, and she's all world, getting some good prep for this tournament.
Good. Tell us about the makeup of your team. You've got some veterans back. You got some new guys. Seemed like a pretty good mix.
Who's become a regular member of the lineup and finished the fall on a great note up in Tulsa, finishing 5th at the John Clerico. Those are the top 2. Drew Wrightson, who's coming back after a red shirt. Vincent Sternfeld, the new freshman Swede. Ryan Murphy nicknamed him Ernie Els because he looks like Ernie Els.
Really?
He's a big guy with a gorgeous being in Waco, Texas.
Wow.
He is. It's been amazing, and he's the second international student I've had in 10 years.
Yeah.
So great week.
Wow, terrific. That sounds great. When you feel good about the way they come back and the way they prepared going into your first tournament of the year, that says a lot that you've
in the fall.
Everybody's undefeated on January 13th.
We're all tied for the lead.
That's good. All right, Mike McGraw with us, Baylor men's golf coach. We appreciate him being here on the Baylor Coaches Show.
What'd you do this weekend?
Just took the Tacoma off-road and deep into the woods. I got to this hidden campsite only it could reach, Hey, what about you? Sweat getting up to the spot.
Oh, well, I hit some pretty rough terrain myself. The Tundra handled it no problem with all that torque. Well, sounds like we
99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2025 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See to it.
TFNB, their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back with 5 convenient locations and an award.
Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed. Smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's Group meal.
Next in line.
Fans are going to be a Johnny Kiefer fan, but you should also be a Ludwig fan. He's a wonderful guy.
Yeah, very good. That's great. Great question.
And he didn't get the job done either time, but he's excited. He's motivated. It hasn't bothered him that he hasn't gotten a victory week.
Yeah.
It's funny. You would think somebody like that's such a great player, and he's out chasing his dream, would own britches, as my dad would say. He's not too big for his own britches.
I've heard that before.
Yep.
He's got stardom written all over him, doesn't he?
He really does.
In every way.
He really does. He's just really intelligent, and he works hard. He's got talent. I don't know. He's hard to replace, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
He's a wonder on the tour next year. And if he just kind of figures out the formula of how he can get things to the clubhouse on a Sunday, Tom Watson probably lost 10 turns.
What is what's the process to get from Korn Ferry to the PGA?
Well, he has to be one of the top players in the Korn Ferry Tour this year. I think it's top 25, maybe 30. They are following you.
Gotcha. And the Korn Ferry folks, they love him, don't they? I mean, he's kind of front and center,
he
sort
is
of the
front
face
and center,
of the tour.
And they got a taste so easy to follow.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just a really good guy.
Yeah, that's great. Tell him we ask about him, and tell him we're pulling for him next time. Comment on the merger of PGA and LIV.
Absolutely, I will do that. But first, I want to thank Steve for being here tonight. He went through surgery just this past week, but he's here tonight. LIV and the PGA Tour, I've never seen anything like it in my lifetime in golf, because you had literal, visceral hatred in the world would get together and compete. Because you don't want to put an asterisk beside any victory somebody's had over the last 2 or 3 years, but it would be way better. I'm ready for golf to be one big game again.
Yeah, you think we're headed that
we're going to get
direction.
Yep,
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great question, Steve.
Can now join the Baylor Cup Club, presented by Green Eye Associates, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics. Fans 12 and under can register package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today and sick 'em Bears.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn
athletics this season and be the gold factor across each of our sports, wear exclusive Go Gold apparel from the Baylor Bookstore.
TFNB, your bank for life, is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank.
You're listening to the Baylor Coach
Independent Bank with Coach Mike McGraw for one more segment and talking Baylor men's golf.
They had a fundraising tournament down in Houston, and when they decided not to do it anymore, Greg took it over, and we've had it ever since. So a lot of people, a fun time to get together, and we do use the proceeds of it to augment the program for things that are not included in the budget. Yeah. So it's very Houston, and we try to schedule it over spring break so our guys don't miss school.
Oh,
to play.
Look at there.
Yeah.
Smart. And you got some smart guys, too, who don't really want to miss today.
Yep.
How has that impacted your sport?
Well, it has. It's impacted every sport, not as much as football or basketball, obviously. And I'm going, well, I mean, if I can't, if it's got to be about the money, then we're probably not going to get there. I don't want to go out and raise a ton. And this is the greatest thing ever.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
And the truth of the matter is it's not the pureness of what squads. And so
that's bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Well, more power to you. You know that somebody sits there and has their hand out and he's not your kind of guy.
You him as you're going along. I don't mind NIL to reward guys that are here making good grades, doing all the right things, representing Baylor well, and then you reward them a little bit from that while it's legal, because I've got to figure out if offering this kid 40% is enough to get him from this other school, or what do I have to. So we've already been through that process with something then it makes sense to me, because he's getting a diploma, he's getting his education. But if it's just for bling bling and rings and cars and things, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah. Good. Anything new there?
Yeah, something's new. In fact, if you come into the building, you won't recognize it, because we've put images and wall. We got that done over the Christmas break, and it's really a beautiful representation. We got some new launch monitors that I think are going to help us. Let me think if there's anything else technology-wise. Probably.
Right.
You don't want to be out there 3 or 4 hours in that, but you got to get out and get exposed to it a little bit. When we're playing the conference championship in Tulsa in mid to late April, potentially could have a cold day. We're all within 9 years of age. My mom and one thing they had me do, they would say, you've got this big paper bag, and you had to go out and pick up sticks, and they couldn't.
Do you know what a hedge apple is? Have you ever seen those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I was younger, that was what my dad sent me out to do. Go here in Central Texas, where you're in the 75-degree
It's going to snow while we're gone. I know that here. So on Wednesday. Yeah.
But first tournament of the year, good luck, and we'll have you for the hour. And when we come back, talk Baylor baseball with Mitch Thompson. Stay with us. It's the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank, live from Rudy's on the circle.
It could read, Hey, what about you?
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the Tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Oh, sweet. Wait, hey, did I mention
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
Whatever fun looks like to you, the Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are ready for it. Test drive at your local Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select.
Athletics wants to reward the most loyal fans for cheering on the Bears. So register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com or download the Baylor Sports app straight to your phone.
Unparalleled access to our exclusive lounge area located in the heart of McLean Stadium. Membership with the Baylor Club means you're part of a vibrant community. We're networking and forging lasting connection. Membership or private events team at 254-710-8080.
You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show.
We'll get it going, so I hope everybody's excited to come out to the ballpark.
Could have opened last week when it was in the 80s, right?
Yeah, wouldn't want to do that.
No.
Not quite cold enough to start the year.
Wait till it gets game? Or would you rather be just dialed in, focused?
You guys are just now asking me that as we're starting the show?
Yeah. You're not getting out of it, but he just asked the question. I know you've talked about this a lot, but it's such a good story. How many good things, really good things, happened with your program in the fall?
Yeah, I really think we had 4 things left and right, and testing the waters and leaving. No, they wanted to stay. We were able to get our improve the team both with our newcomers that are it was fantastic. The strength gains that they gained. Between the 40-some guys, 43 guys that they took it very seriously. Our new strength coach, Dan Darcy, did a fantastic job with them. They got stronger. Third thing was that our guys just absolutely destroyed it in the 29 of the 43 that went through the fall with us above a 3.0.
Wow.
So really proud of that. Ryan Amadei and the people in SACE and their help. They wanted to do it at our field, and it was player-led, 100% player initiative, player-led. One player talking to another player, and the kids through the Bible or through our have strong work ethic. You know, we have guys who are going to push each other, try and become as good as they can be on the field. You know that they're taking care of their business in the classroom. You know, they love each other enough to help lead each other to Christ. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, that is so great.
So really, it was a great fall.
Man, so many good things.
I mean, we've been running hard since we got back a few days before school started, and the guys have been working hard. We've had, for the most part, pretty good weather, and just like you said, we're almost 100% healthy. Not quite, but almost. We're close, and so everything's good. The guys are excited to get cranked up tomorrow, and I hope the fans. You know, it's. I think the guys know that we're better. We know we're better on the mound. We know we have more depth position player-wise. We know we're another year older and play well and create a little momentum, create a little confidence, and keep that thing building in the right direction. Once this thing starts, it doesn't end for about 13, 14, 15, 16 weeks.
Those injuries very early in the season, those guys, all of those guys are back?
Yeah, and when I talk about, you know, returning your roster, that's really it too. I mean, you take all the Simmons will be back. I think he'll be in the lineup tomorrow as our DH. It'll be fun to see that. And, you know, when you think of him coming back off of that traumatic go again, says a lot about him. And you know, I'll be on my feet clapping when he walks to that plate first time tomorrow. I hope everybody else realizes just how – get back out here and do this again. And should be fun to watch him compete. But Hunter Simmons, Jack Little, Gavin Brzezowski – all healthy. We missed it last year. Yeah,
right.
So should be fun.
Man, that's great. Let's talk about that rotation. Your new pitching coach, Sean Snedeker. Let's talk about that after a break. We'll take a break and be
time to get your season tickets for Baylor Baseball 2025. Come support Mitch Thompson and the Bears all season at Baylor Ballpark.
You couldn't earlier, so I was making sure.
Sorry. Gotcha.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. Most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.
Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life.
What you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers and a long bit.
Next in line.
You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Season opening series this weekend against Youngstown State at Baylor Ballpark. You know, is it more this weekend, not so much about your opponent?
In games that matter. And so, yeah, we got Youngstown in here, and they, you know, Youngstown last year finished the year really strong. You know, didn't have a great overall. Kudos to them, and hopefully we're going to face some good arms. You know, they've got some good arms and some good people, so it'll be a good challenge for us to start the year.
All right, is it a fair question?
We're going to start off with Ethan Calder on Friday night, and Ethan, you know, has been probably one of our most consistent pitchers the last 2 years. He finished the last. He's going to throw 3 pitches for strikes. He's going to compete like a crazy man out there, and you know, be under control and handle the situation. Good start, and will compete really well. And so, without question, it was Ethan for us. We're going to go Saturday with Bryson Bales. Bryson is the transfer. Went up to the Cape Cod League. I got a phone call from a coaching friend. Said, "Hey, could you use a left-hander throwing 93 miles an hour?" And I said, yes, I could take another. And he'll be in the Saturday rotation spot for us, and we like what we've seen from him. Really competitive kid, old kid, 6th year of college. So was injured all of last year, and Cole's throwing the ball better than he's ever thrown it, you know, probably in his life. I mean, for sure in his time here at Baylor. And guys in there, you know, our pitchers are probably able to go out to 65, 70 pitches, maybe 75 total, but that'll be about it. So they get well. Our up and down our staff, the guys are throwing strikes, multiple pitches for strikes. You know, I've been impressed. I think every guy's just kind of see those guys and see how their heart flutters when they walk across that line on game day.
Yeah. Sean Snedeker is your new pitcher.
And hopefully it's showing up in game day, and he's fit in fantastic with our staff. He's been he's a veteran coach of 30 years, and at Lamar, and at all three places he's had pitching staffs that have finished in the top 10 in the country in team ERA. And so he's used to a long time, competed against him several times, and likes to recruit, likes to work, and just has a heck of a demeanor with the kids, and I think that they've all tomorrow.
And you've got some left-handed arms to run out there this year.
We do. We've got seven left-handed pitchers, which is a lot for a college staff for sure. The pitching out of the bullpen, and now here he is starting Friday night for us. But we've got 6 guys that are healthy, ready to go, left-handers. Get a good feel for what we got this weekend and show up to the ballpark.
Is that part of what do you want to see from your team this weekend?
Yeah, I want to see us get out and compete. I just want to see us well. We've been playing pretty good defense. We're throwing the ball well. I just want us to see us go out and be you. Each guy go out.
Some questions from the audience. Let's take a break. Come back with those in just a moment. Continuing with Coach Mitch Thompson, Baylor baseball coach on the Baylor Coaches Show, live from Rudy's and Will.
Baylor Club means you're part of a vibrant community where networking and forging lasting connections is as easy as a smile and a handshake. Indulge in members-only events and personalized service.
Right-hander.
He's right.
Hey, Baylor fans, now's the time to reserve your season tickets at Getterman Stadium for Baylor softball. Baylor softball season tickets available now. We'll see you at Getterman Stadium this season.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma.
I hooked up the boat to the Tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Oh, sweet. Wait, hey, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Mm-hmm. Thanks to the Tacoma's crawl weekends. Mine was better.
Whatever fun looks like to you, the Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are ready for it. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Ability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/3/25.
You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show.
Baylor Women's Basketball has your weekend plans covered. Support Baylor Women's Basketball on February 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Battle against the Cyclones. Time is running out to catch the Bears in action. Purchase your tickets for this top-tier matchup against Iowa State now at BaylorBears.com/.
Be their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier.
My story. The village of people that have supported and encouraged me over my 4 years here are the reason I am where I am today. Whether